Welcome back, everyone, to the deep dive.
Yeah.
This time, we're going to be exploring
Right.
this roadmap that's designed specifically for American retirees like you.
Okay.
We call it the Gold IRA Blueprint.
Yes.
And it's all about diversifying retirement portfolios with precious metals.
That's right. We're going to be diving into the potential benefits and the safeguards
Right.
of the Gold IRA, and more importantly, how to avoid those pitfalls of scams,
Right.
especially those free silver schemes that unfortunately target retirees.
Yeah, it is so important to protect your savings.
It is paramount.
And knowledge is your best defense.
Absolutely.
So for a free checklist,
Oh, great.
that will equip you with all the essential questions to ask.
Yes.
Make sure you visit goldirablueprint.com/exclusive.
Okay.
This is a valuable tool that's designed to help you
Absolutely.
make informed decisions about your retirement.
Very good.
So let's start by unpacking what a Gold IRA actually is.
Sure. It's a self-directed individual retirement account where instead of holding traditional assets like stocks and bonds,
Yeah.
you hold physical precious metals, primarily gold bullion.
So we're talking about actual gold bars,
Precisely.
not just paper representations of it.
That's right. And this tangible aspect of gold IRAs is part of their allure
Right.
for many investors, especially in times of economic uncertainty.
Right. When the markets are volatile,
Yeah.
having something concrete like gold can feel reassuring.
Absolutely.
But let's talk about these free silver scams.
Yes.
You mentioned earlier, they sound particularly insidious.
They do.
Preying on people's anxieties about retirement.
Unfortunately, that's true.
Yeah.
These scams often start with enticing offers of free silver when you open a gold IRA.
Oh, wow.
Sounds irresistible, right?
It does.
But that silver often comes with hidden costs,
Oh.
inflated prices, or exorbitant fees
Oh, wow.
associated with the account setup.
So it's a classic bait and switch tactic.
Ex-
Using the lure of free silver to get people in the door and then hitting them with the fine print later.
Exactly. And they often employ high-pressure sales tactics,
Oh, wow.
creating a false sense of urgency and pushing you to make a quick decision without doing your research.
Wow. So being informed and taking your time is crucial.
Absolutely.
What are some red flags that people should watch out for
Yeah.
to avoid falling victim to these scams?
One of the biggest red flags is any company that promises unrealistic returns or guarantees.
Right.
Remember, all investments carry some level of risk.
Of course.
And if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
So a healthy dose of skepticism is essential when evaluating these offers.
Absolutely. And don't be afraid to ask questions.
Right.
A reputable gold IRA company will be transparent
Yeah.
and willing to answer all your questions without pressuring you.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
If they're getting impatient or evasive with your questions,
absolutely.
that's a definite warning sign.
You got-
Another important step is to thoroughly vet any company offering a Gold IRA.
Absolutely.
Check their track record.
Yep.
Look for reviews from other investors
Mhm.
and verify their regulatory compliance with agencies like the CFTC.
The Commodity Futures Trading Commission.
Can you tell us a bit more about them
Sure.
and why their oversight is important?
Certainly, the CFTC, or the Commodity Futures Trading Commission,
Right.
is an independent agency of the U.S. government
Okay.
that regulates futures and options markets,
Okay.
including those involving precious metals.
Got it.
Their oversight helps protect investors from fraud, manipulation, and abusive practices.
So it's essentially a safeguard to ensure that the market operates fairly and transparently.
Precisely. You can check the CFTC's website
Okay.
to see if a company is registered and in good standing,
Good to know.
an extra layer of assurance.
So thorough research,
Yeah.
checking for regulatory compliance,
Mm-hmm.
and being wary of high-pressure tactics are all essential for avoiding scams.
They are indeed. And don't forget the value of a trusted financial advisor.
All right.
They can help you navigate the complexities of gold IRAs,
Yeah.
assess your individual needs and goals, and guide you toward reputable providers.
Okay.
Remember, a true financial advisor acts as a fiduciary,
Okay.
meaning they're legally obligated to put your interests first.
It sounds like having a financial advisor on your side can provide invaluable peace of mind,
Absolutely.
especially when venturing into something new like a Gold IRA.
Yes. Very good.
Now let's shift gears and talk about the reasons why
Okay.
people might consider a Gold IRA in the first place.
True.
What makes them appealing for retirement planning?
One of the most frequently cited benefits is diversification.
Okay.
Gold historically tends to perform differently than traditional stocks and bonds.
Okay.
When the stock market dips, gold often holds its value or even appreciates.
Interesting.
This makes it a valuable tool for potentially mitigating losses during periods of market volatility.
So it's like a counterbalance to the ups and downs of the stock market,
That's right.
potentially providing some stability during turbulent times.
That's a good way to put it.
And historically, gold has also been a reliable hedge against inflation
Absolutely.
during periods of rising prices.
Yes.
When the purchasing power of your dollar decreases,
Yeah.
gold has tended to hold its value, even increase in value.
Right.
That's particularly relevant in our current economic environment,
Absolutely.
where we're seeing inflation at levels we haven't experienced in decades.
Indeed, this is one reason why many investors are drawn to gold
Yeah.
as a way to protect their savings from the erosive effects of inflation.
So it's not just about potential growth.
Right.
It's about preserving the value of what you've already earned.
Exactly.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
Especially for retirees on a fixed income who are particularly vulnerable to rising costs.
Precisely.
Okay.
And let's not forget the psychological aspect.
Right.
For many people, gold provides a sense of security and stability. It's a tangible asset with intrinsic value,
Yeah.
which can be comforting during times of economic uncertainty or geopolitical instability.
I can see how that psychological reassurance could be especially valuable during retirement,
Yes.
when you're relying on your savings to last for potentially decades.
Absolutely. And while past performance is never a guarantee of future results,
Right.
gold has historically shown a tendency to appreciate over time,
Yeah.
potentially offering better returns than some traditional investments.
So we have diversification,
Yeah.
inflation, hedging a sense of security,
Uh-huh.
and the potential for growth.
That's right.
That's quite a compelling case for gold IRAs,
It is.
especially in today's economic landscape.
It is, however, it's crucial to approach this with a balanced perspective.
Yeah.
While gold IRAs can offer distinct advantages,
Yeah,
they also come with certain considerations and potential drawbacks.
that's a good point.
Yeah,
We need to explore both sides of the coin, so to speak.
exactly. One factor to consider is that gold doesn't generate income. Like stocks that pay dividends or bonds that pay interest, its value is primarily derived from its price appreciation.
So it's more of a long-term investment strategy,
Precisely.
hoping for the price of gold to rise over time.
Precisely. And the price of gold can fluctuate significantly,
Okay.
much like any other commodity.
Sure.
There can be periods of rapid growth as well as periods of decline.
Right. That's where diversification comes in again.
Exactly.
Making sure you don't have all your eggs in one basket, even if that basket is filled with gold.
You got it.
It's about finding the right balance within your overall retirement portfolio
That's right.
based on your risk tolerance, time horizon, and financial goals.
Very good. And speaking of finding the right balance,
Yeah.
don't forget to visit goldira.blueprint.com/exclusive
Right.
for that free checklist we mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
It's a valuable resource to help you navigate this complex landscape
Okay.
and choose a reputable gold IRA company. It really is. Now, let's delve a little deeper into some of the key considerations when evaluating a gold IRA,
Okay.
including custodial fees, storage options, and tax implications.
Let's do it.
Okay. When you're looking at gold IRAs, one of the first things you'll encounter is the concept of a custodian.
A custodian, so it's not like I'm storing the gold bars under my mattress.
Not exactly. A custodian is a specialized financial institution
Okay.
that holds and manages the assets within your gold IRA,
Okay.
including the physical gold.
So they handle the storage and security of the precious metals.
Precisely, they ensure that the gold is stored in a secure, insured facility,
Okay.
typically a bank vault or a reputable depository.
So it's like a safe deposit box, but for a retirement account.
You could think of it that way. The custodian also handles all the administrative tasks
Right.
associated with your gold IRA, like
Yeah.
reporting to the IRS and processing transactions.
That takes a load off my mind. I
lot.
wouldn't want to be responsible for all that paperwork and logistics.
Exactly. And when choosing a custodian,
Right.
it's important to consider their fees, reputation, and experience with gold IRAs.
Fees, that's an important point.
Yes.
What kind of fees can I expect with a gold IRA?
There are typically two main types of fees:
Okay.
custodial fees and storage fees.
Okay.
Custodial fees cover the administrative costs of managing your account,
Oh.
while storage fees cover the cost of storing the physical gold.
So it's not just the price of gold I need to factor in,
That's right.
but also these ongoing fees.
That's right. It's crucial to compare fees from different custodians to get a sense of what's reasonable.
Right.
Remember, even seemingly small differences in fees can add up over time and impact your overall returns.
Yeah, so shop around and do your homework on those fees.
Hmm.
What about storage options?
Sure.
Do I have any say in where my gold is stored?
You typically have some choices.
Okay,
Most custodians work with reputable depositories that specialize in precious metals storage.
got it.
These depositories offer high levels of security insurance and audit trails
Yeah,
to ensure the safety and integrity of your gold.
it sounds reassuring. Are there different types of storage options available?
Yes, there are. You can choose between allocated storage and segregated storage.
Okay.
With allocated storage, your gold is held alongside other investors' gold,
Okay.
but it's specifically identified as belonging to you.
So, like a shared vault, but with my portion clearly marked.
Exactly. With segregated storage, your gold is held separately
Hmm.
from other investors' holdings,
Okay.
providing an extra layer of privacy and security.
So it's like having my own private vault within the depository.
Precisely, however, segregated storage usually comes with higher fees
Right.
due to the added costs of individual storage and administration.
That makes sense. So it's a trade-off between cost and the level of exclusivity I desire.
Exactly. And remember, your financial advisor can help you weigh these factors and choose the storage option that aligns with your needs and risk tolerance.
Speaking of financial advisors, they seem to play a crucial role in navigating the complexities of gold IRAs.
They do, absolutely. They can provide invaluable guidance, helping you choose the right custodian, understand the fee structures, and select suitable storage options.
And most importantly, they can help you determine if a gold IRA is even the right fit
That's right.
for your overall retirement plan.
That's crucial. A gold IRA is not a one-size-fits-all solution.
Right.
It needs to be considered within the context of your individual financial goals,
Right.
risk tolerance, and time horizon.
So it's not just about jumping on the gold bandwagon,
It's not.
but rather carefully assessing whether it aligns with my personal circumstances.
Precisely. And that's where a trusted financial advisor can provide objective guidance,
Yeah.
helping you make informed decisions that align with your long-term financial well-being.
Before we move on to the next topic,
Okay.
I want to remind our listeners that goldirablueprint.com/exclusive
Yes.
offers a free checklist to help you navigate these decisions.
Good.
It includes essential questions to ask custodians,
Okay.
factors to consider when choosing storage options, and tips for avoiding those pesky free silver scams.
It's a valuable resource that can save you time and potential headaches as you explore the world of gold IRAs.
Okay, good deal.
Now let's shift our focus to the tax implications of gold IRAs.
Tax is everyone's favorite topic.
Right.
But seriously, understanding the tax implications is essential
It is.
for any investment,
Listen,
especially when planning for retirement.
you're absolutely right. The good news is that gold IRAs offer similar tax advantages.
Okay.
To traditional IRAs, your contributions may be tax deductible,
Okay.
and your earnings grow tax deferred until you start taking distributions in retirement.
So my money can potentially grow tax-free for years, which can make a significant difference in the long run.
Precisely. And when you start taking distributions in retirement,
Okay.
they're typically taxed as ordinary income, however.
Okay.
There are specific rules and regulations regarding distributions from gold IRAs,
Okay.
especially when taking possession of physical gold.
Taking possession of physical gold, is that even an option with a gold IRA?
It can be, but it's subject to specific rules and potential tax consequences.
This is where things can get a bit tricky, right?
It can be. That's why it's so important to have a trusted financial advisor on your side
Yeah.
who understands the intricacies of gold IRA distributions and can guide you through the process
Right.
to ensure you're making tax-efficient decisions.
So it's not just about setting up the gold IRA,
Right.
but also having a plan for how and when to take distributions
Exactly.
to minimize any potential tax liability.
Exactly. And the rules can change.
Right.
So staying informed and having a knowledgeable advisor to consult with is crucial.
Okay, good points.
Now let's move beyond gold IRAs
Okay,
and explore other avenues for investing in precious metals.
that sounds interesting. So what are our options if a gold IRA isn't the right fit,
Sure.
or if we want to diversify our precious metals holdings beyond a retirement account?
There are several other ways to invest in gold and silver,
Okay.
each with its own set of advantages and considerations. One option is to invest in physical gold or silver directly.
So this is where I actually get to hold the gold in my hand.
Precisely, this involves buying tangible gold or silver bullion,
Okay.
typically in the form of bars or coins. You then have the responsibility of storing and insuring those assets yourself.
So it's like becoming my own little Fort Knox.
In a way, yes, you have direct ownership and control over the physical metal. However,
Yeah.
This comes with the added responsibilities of finding secure storage,
Yeah.
arranging insurance, and potentially dealing with the logistics of buying and selling.
That sounds like it could get a bit complicated.
It can be, and it's important to consider the security risks
Yeah.
associated with storing valuable assets at home or in a private safe deposit box.
So this option might be more suitable for experienced investors
Yeah.
who are comfortable with handling the logistics and security aspects.
That's a fair assessment. Now, let's look at another option. Gold or silver ETFs.
Okay.
These are exchange-traded funds that track the price of gold or silver, allowing you to invest in precious metals without physically owning them.
ETFs. Those are like baskets of stocks.
Yes.
But in this case, they hold gold or silver instead of company shares.
Exactly. You can buy and sell gold or silver ETFs on the stock market, just like regular stocks.
Oh, okay.
They offer a convenient way to gain exposure to precious metals
Yeah.
without dealing with the storage and security hassles of physical ownership.
So it's a more hands-off approach, letting the ETF manager handle the logistics.
Precisely, however, it's important to understand that ETFs typically come with expense ratios,
Okay.
which are annual fees charged by the fund manager.
So those fees need to be factored into the overall cost of the investment,
That's correct.
just like with the custodial fees for a gold IRA.
That's right. And there are different types of ETFs to choose from.
Okay.
Some backed by physical gold or silver, and others based on futures contracts. It's important to research
Right.
the specific ETF you're considering to understand its structure and associated risks.
So some due diligence is required even with ETFs to make sure I'm choosing the right one for my investment goals.
Absolutely. Now let's explore another option, gold or silver mining stocks.
Okay.
These are stocks of companies involved in the exploration, mining, and production of gold or silver.
So instead of investing in the metal itself, I'm investing in the companies that dig it out of the ground.
That's right. Mining stocks can offer the potential for higher returns
Okay.
than investing in gold or silver directly,
Yes.
as you're essentially betting on the success of those companies, however.
Okay.
They also carry higher risks.
What kind of risks are we talking about?
Well, the performance of mining companies can be influenced by various factors
Right.
beyond just the price of gold or silver, such as operational costs,
Okay.
environmental regulations, geopolitical risks, and the overall health of the global economy.
So it's a more volatile investment with potentially higher rewards, but also higher risks.
Precisely. And it requires a deeper understanding of the mining industry
Right.
and the specific companies you're investing in.
So not for the faint of heart or those new to investing.
Perhaps not. And lastly, we have precious metals mutual funds.
Okay.
These are mutual funds that invest in a diversified portfolio
Uh-huh.
of gold, silver, and related assets, such as mining company stocks.
So it's like a basket of different gold and silver investments managed by a professional fund manager.
Exactly. Mutual funds offer diversification within the precious metals sector,
Yeah.
spreading your risk across various investments.
Oh.
They also provide the convenience of professional management, taking the burden of research
Okay.
and stock selection off your shoulders.
That sounds appealing, especially for those who don't have the time or expertise to manage individual investments.
It can be a good option for investors seeking a diversified and professionally managed approach to precious metals investing.
Okay.
However, like all mutual funds, they come with expense ratios. So
Okay.
those fees need to be factored into your investment decisions.
So we have a whole spectrum of options here. Physical gold,
We do.
ETFs, mining stocks, and mutual funds.
That's right.
It seems like there's a way to invest in precious metals for every level of experience and risk tolerance.
Indeed, there is. And the key is to carefully consider your individual circumstances, financial goals,
Right.
and risk appetite when choosing the right investment strategy for you.
And if I'm feeling overwhelmed by all these choices, that's where a trusted financial advisor can step in and provide personalized guidance, right?
Absolutely. They can help you navigate this complex landscape,
Right.
demystify the jargon, and create a tailored investment plan
Uh-huh.
that aligns with your unique needs and goals.
Speaking of navigating the landscape, don't forget to grab that free checklist
Yes.
from goldirablueprint.com/exclusive.
It's a good one.
It's packed with valuable tips and questions to ask potential gold IRA providers.
It is.
It's a fantastic resource to have on hand as you embark on your precious metals investment journey.
It is.
Yeah, it's amazing how many different ways there are to incorporate precious metals into investment strategy.
It really is. And it speaks to the enduring allure of gold and silver as valuable assets throughout history.
We've talked a lot about the potential benefits of investing in precious metals,
We have.
particularly as a hedge against inflation and a safe haven during times of economic uncertainty.
Uh-huh.
But are there any downsides?
That's a good question.
or potential risks that people should be aware of?
That's an excellent question. While precious metals can offer unique advantages,
Yeah.
they also come with inherent risks and limitations.
Yeah, it's important to have a balanced view,
It is.
considering both the potential rewards and the potential downsides.
Precisely one key consideration is that the price of gold and silver can be volatile,
Right.
subject to fluctuations based on global supply and demand,
Okay.
geopolitical events, and investor sentiment.
So just like any investment, there are no guarantees,
That's right.
and the value of my precious metals holdings could go down as well as up.
That's correct. And while gold and silver have historically held their value over the long term, there can be periods of significant price swings, especially in the short term.
So it's not a get-rich-quick scheme,
It is not.
but rather a long-term investment strategy that requires patience
Yes.
and a tolerance for some level of risk.
Exactly. And another factor to consider is that gold and silver don't generate income,
Right.
like dividend-paying stocks or interest-bearing bonds.
So their value is primarily derived from price appreciation,
Yes,
hoping that the price of the metal will increase over time.
that's right. And while historical trends suggest that gold and silver have tended to appreciate over the long run,
Right.
there are no guarantees.
Of course.
And it's possible to experience periods of stagnation or even decline.
So it's not a passive income stream,
It's not.
but rather a potential store of value and a hedge against inflation.
Precisely. And for some investors, the lack of income generation can be a drawback,
Right.
especially those seeking regular cash flow from their investments.
That's a good point to consider,
Isn't it?
especially for retirees who might be relying on their investments to supplement their income.
Absolutely. And another aspect to keep in mind is that investing in physical gold or silver involves storage and security consideration.
Right. We talked earlier about the options of home storage,
Yeah.
safe deposit boxes, and specialized depositories.
Exactly. And each option comes with its own set of costs and risks.
Home storage might seem appealing for its convenience,
It might.
but it also carries the risk of theft or damage.
That's true. And insurance for home stored valuables can be expensive.
Right. Safe deposit boxes offer a higher level of security,
They do.
but they also come with fees and limitations on access.
Precisely. And in the event of a bank failure or natural disaster,
Oh, right.
accessing your safe deposit box might be delayed or even impossible.
That's a sobering thought.
It is. And then there are specialized depositories,
Uh-huh.
which offer high levels of security and insurance,
Okay.
but they also come with their own set of fees and logistical considerations.
It seems like each storage option
It does.
involves trade-offs between cost, convenience, and security.
That's a fair assessment. And the right choice for you will depend on your individual circumstances and risk tolerance.
Yeah, this is where having a knowledgeable financial advisor to guide me through these decisions would be invaluable.
Couldn't agree more. They can help you weigh the pros and cons of each storage option
Yeah.
and choose the one that best aligns with your needs.
And speaking of valuable resources, don't forget to visit goldirablueprint.com/exclusives.
Right.
For that free checklist we've mentioned throughout this episode, it's packed with essential tips
Good.
for choosing the right gold IRA company, understanding fees, and avoiding those free silver scams.
It's a must-have tool for anyone considering adding precious metals to their retirement portfolio.
Now, as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of gold IRAs
Yes.
and precious metals investing, I want to leave our listeners with a final thought.
I'm all ears.
We've explored the potential benefits and the potential risks, the various investment options, and the importance of due diligence.
We've covered a lot of ground.
We have, and ultimately the decision of whether or not to invest in precious metals is a personal one.
It is. It's about aligning your investment choices with your individual circumstances,
Right.
financial goals, and risk tolerance.
Exactly. There's no one-size-fits-all answer.
What might be a suitable investment for one person might not be appropriate for another.
That's why it's so crucial to do your research.
It is.
Seek expert advice when needed and make informed decisions that are right for you.
I couldn't agree more. And remember, the journey of financial planning is an ongoing one.
Absolutely.
It's about continually educating ourselves, staying informed, and adapting our strategies as needed.
And it's about finding investments that align with our values and our vision for the future.
Well said, and we hope this deep dive has empowered our listeners
Yeah.
with the knowledge and insights they need to navigate the world of precious metals investing with confidence.
It's been a pleasure exploring this fascinating topic with you.
Likewise, and to our listeners, thank you for joining us on this journey.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
We encourage you to continue your exploration. ask questions, and seek guidance when needed.
Absolutely.
Remember, knowledge is your most valuable asset when it comes to securing your financial future.
Until next time, stay informed, stay curious,
Yes.
and may your investments shine